no
we do see DK Thrall over here, and which is something to note because not everyone is a fan
Yeah.
of having the DK Thrall in the Shaman list. Personally, I actually don't like the DK Shaman
Yeah.
in Shaman.
Because you're losing your token.
Yep.
Your token is usually the one thing you generate the minions
It's
with.
a kind of card that's really good when it's good, but really
Yeah.
bad when it's bad.
I guess the DK would fit better in a more like minion oriented ones with jades.
Yeah.
When you have a lot of generations.
Or
with
even
Spirit Echoes and all that.
elemental shaman.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
I was looking
exactly.
at Chalk's lineup. Unfortunately, unfortunately something happened. But
Yeah.
Chalk actually brought that list DK Thrall in an elemental packaged shaman, which is pretty interesting because I've never seen a list like that. Yeah.
We would also like to inform you about the tournament format. The tournament format is a 32-man bracket. It's single elimination. So since Chalk got defeated by Jammy, he's out.
We won't be seeing Chalk.
We also saw Havatite being eliminated by Pompey. Also, another Waning Moon.
Waning Moon, unfortunately,
got
Dustin
destroyed
saying
in
goodbye
the
early.
first round as well.
I think it's actually pretty important to note that this is one of the tournaments where opponents don't see their deck list.
Yes.
Because usually, whenever we play Conquest, it's usually deck lists are open, so you know what you're banning. But with this format, it gets really interesting.
We've gone old school online stuff.
Yep.
Okay. It looks like
we do have the starting game. It's going to be this is Jammy, I think. Jammy is in the Miracle
rogue side,
Rogue,
right? Okay. And the
Regesta
is using the warlock.
Warlock, yeah.
It looks like the more like the controlling one.
Yep. This is
Okay,
the controlling warlock.
we see a lot of Happy Ghoul, the defiled drain soul. Happy Ghoul, a free 3/3. You can usually just tap every time and keep
it's
your
really
hand
nice
full,
actually to see Warlock back in the meta.
Yeah. Especially the handlock.
Yeah.
Handlock's been always around. Zoo though, we see the.
I'm sorry. Is it Regesta on the rogue?
On the top and Jammy on the bottom. Okay, we'll have to check with our production side there. Is that right? Regesta's on the top, right?
Actually, it's
With
Regesta's supposed to be at the bottom. Yep.
Okay, Regesta's supposed to be at the bottom, right? Okay, because Jammy's the one who brought the Miracle Rogue. This is more like the Garden Variety Rogue, right?
Yep.
Okay, so getting Bane of Doom there, and
might be interesting. There's actually some new demons that have been added to the card pool. It's not just really bad demons.
yeah, but 4 or 5 there.
Interesting. Miracle Rogue with no patches. As you can see, Swashbuckler
was there, but no patches. Maybe going a bit greedy there with
and a bit of counterplay because when you're playing, you actually expect patches, and we might see Jammy thinking that patches is in hand for Regesta.
And that's right. They don't know each other's decks. The players are in Miniski Infinity Katipunan, and if you actually want to visit them, they're still there. They're still hanging out. Everybody's having a blast there. Let's see here.
Jammy top decking the Mortal Coil and then into Voidwalker, which is pretty perfect because he made use of all of his mana during that turn.
Okay. Yep. Next turn, though, he still has the coin, so a lot of options.
Regesta probably will opt to just cycle with the Fan of Knives here, because as a Miracle Rogue, you're looking to cycle into your deck faster and then explode with a big Gadget Sand turn. Yep.
He can even coin out a Bane of Doom later, or just use the.
This is
What's Sherazin?
No,
that's not Sherazin. That's
it starts with an X. I know it starts with an X.
Okay, Cyril. Okay, the poison dude.
It's because we haven't been seeing a lot of this insect. Is he an insect?
Yeah, it's one of those creatures from Pandaren, I believe.
Okay.
Like a mantid creature.
So Jammy with the Warlock doing Warlock things, just early taps.
Okay, so you can use Mistress of Mixtures here. Yes. does do that.
Yep.
Okay, back on Regesta's side, either he can do a lot of things.
Regesta has a couple of options here,
Yeah.
but he can actually just coin Bane of Doom, clearing the board and then having a demon for himself. But I think he's trying to save the coin for
for a bigger gadgets and play later.
Oh, Regesta getting the 2 damage toxin.
Yeah.
Is that a toxin? Or?
Yeah, that's a toxin.
Yep.
So, life tap into Blood Reaver Gul'dan. A finisher that can't be punished by.
One of the new interactions actually we see Gul'dan. We see Jammy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jammy sacrificing his 2/2.
Oh yeah.
Healing for 4 and then playing a 3/3 for 3/3 for free.
Is it actually okay, it's a 3/3, not basically a 2/2 cast 3/3 because he floated 2 mana.
Is this right? Regesta actually has a mountain giant in his miracle rogue.
Oh, okay.
I actually did not notice this. He's packing 4 giants, 2 arcane giants, and 2 mountain giants in miracle rogue. And we can see actually Gia reacting to this, which is the same sentiments for me because it's pretty weird. It's pretty weird seeing this.
So, do you have an answer? You can coin out Siphon Soul here, or just 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, several answers here. So Shadow and Drain Life, right?
Yep.
Several answers. So going for Siphon Soul.
And I think this is a forced Siphon Soul for Jammy because you actually cannot afford to take that big of a hit, especially when you're life tapping. Every turn you're losing 2 life immediately, and then in Warlock has been the problem of Warlock has always been that they can't heal up that much.
The thing with the use of the Siphon Soul, he didn't really heal for anything because he was in full life. So a bit of a defensive play here because both players are waiting for their. No, Regesta is waiting for big turn while
which is actually just coming up right now because it's turn 6. It's usually Gadget's turn.
Gadget's and preparation. We see coin there, and there's lots of 1/1 minions.
Into another preparation.
Okay.
Yep.
And mimic pod
Regesta
as well.
is going off actually.
Okay, counterfeit coin, probably followed by another
hallucination.
preparation.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay, okay, just
and then he even draws the second coin.
Counterfeit coin.
Yep.
Okay, you see that Arcane Giant's casting cost going down quite significantly. Okay. He picked too quick.
Yeah, because actually, if Regesta might overdraw there because his play was going to be preparation to Mimic Pod.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Okay, so Shadow Bolt 4 for 4.
My hand is full.
He did overdraw.
Yep, he did overdraw, and it was a backstab, not that significant in this matchup, particularly.
So yeah. We see a Jammy having a lot of answers here and his finishers as well.
I think my play here would be preparation into Mimic Pod and then Edwin. Because that will give you a 6/6 and then that will give you 2 8/8s on the board.
2 8/8.
Which is very problematic for Warlock in the sense that they have big spells that kill big minions.
You could have actually used Mimic
Oh,
Pod
actually, he's
first,
just doing
right?
it. Yep, he could have done that and played.
I mean, he could have
Razor Pedal.
He could have used that first and saved up.
This is exactly the
2
same play I
mana,
was talking about, but done in a different way. Actually,
He could have had
a dagger up.
10/10, right?
A 10/10. Yeah.
A 10/10. So Siphon Soul for the 8/8 and pass the turn. So
exactly what we were just talking about because aside from Twisting Nether, Warlock doesn't have very good board clears that kills big minions.
There's one that removes a crystal, but that hurts.
Yeah, that hurts. That's
especially if you're looking for to play Blood Reaver, Gul'dan. Blast Crystal, that's right.
And then Regesta here actually playing into Twisting Nether.
The Twisting Nether. Even a Hellfire, and then followed by...
This is just a snap Twisting Nether for Jammy. This is perfect actually because
that's 4
that
for
was
1.
very painful.
But you can still see Regesta's hand still quite full.
Yep. Full of one to cast, full of one to cast spells.
We can dream with, we can hallucinate.
Yeah.
Okay, so
another
there's
Bane of Doom.
another Bane of Dream. Let's see its potential. How RNG favors Regesta there. Tainted Sealet combos quite well with the new iteration.
Yeah,
of
actually,
this
can you walk
warlock.
us through that new interaction? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you play this new creature, because it has what do you call this?
Divine Shield.
Divine Shield
Yep.
and spell power +1. If you cast it and then cast, what do you call that spell?
Defile.
Defile. Okay, so it deals damage for 2.
Yep.
Removing the Divine Shield, and then if you kill another creature,
Yep.
something,
proc again.
proc again for 2, and then if it kills another, then it'll proc for 1. So that's 5 damage for just 4 mana. At least 5 damage.
The most important thing about that is that you're not taking any damage to the face.
Exactly. That's why this this kind of warlock, the new iteration of handlock, more like a demon lock,
Yep.
has seen play because it can easily deal with aggro
boards,
right
yep.
now with the board swarming aggro. Okay, so it looked like Jammy's in the lead with this, but yeah, Regesta has a lot of potential.
Okay, Regesta, choosing to go with the Bane of Doom, the first Bane
one.
of Doom.
Okay.
Let's see what demon he gets here.
Okay.
Oh, it's cool. It's cruel.
7/9.
Yeah.
5 to cast 2 damage and summon a 7/9 demon. Okay.
Is he going for the other one?
Go all in.
Go all in.
For another
well, he's been
twisting
going
metal.
all in the whole game, so
Might as well, right? I think.
Yep.
Is it really wise to go all in? I don't think so,
Yep.
because you want to burst the warlock,
Yep.
and you need to conserve your what do you call this? Your damage dealers, especially with what do you call this? The rogue. I mean, it has a lot of burst potential. Okay, another Tainted Sealet there. Okay, so 7, 8.
actually, Regesta has a lot of burn right now in his
Yeah.
hand. This is 5, 10.
You can even use the Bane of Doom right now.
Yep. Bane of Doom, and I think that is the play
Yeah.
because he has more than 15, I think, 15 burn in his hand, and
Yeah, he
one
can-
hit with the cruel is pretty good.
He can Bane of Doom and use his use his plant. Okay, he's going for
Okay,
Blood Mage
going
Thalnos.
Thalnos there is pretty
Lots of
weird.
spells though, right? So he can just eviscerate the 4/5, but I really would like to use.
I would have loved
Yeah.
keeping the Thalnos there and then waiting for the turn wherein you go in for the kill with the burn, because this way you're giving at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage for free.
Exactly. What's he using to kill this one? Vine Spine? Did he think this true? Okay, Bane of Doom.
Bane of Doom.
Okay, you can even use one of Razor. Yeah, you might as well use it now.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Thomas definitely die.
Okay, Jammy
Okay.
doesn't actually have a way to deal with this board.
4 Defile. No, he can several
He
ways.
can Tainted Zealot,
Tainted Zealot,
Hellfire,
Defile,
Hellfire.
No, he can use because
Defile?
the Blood Mage Thanos will
Yep.
die, so that's 5 damage, and then Hellfire afterwards, or Hellfire now. Hellfire now. Okay, 2 Hellfires.
And wait, where's the other Eviscerate? Oh, he used
still has
it.
He used 1
Yeah.
to destroy the 4/5. I really would like the
Yeah,
Vile Spine.
exactly.
Although the Vile Spine would have died.
But Regesta actually picking up the gadget sand there.
Okay, so
He's probably gonna draw
draw
cards here,
3
yeah.
cards here, at least.
And you see, if Regesta went with the other line of play last turn, he would have gotten lethal this turn.
Yeah, exactly. With
yeah. And
with
let's
two
see if it's going
eviscerates.
to play a role in this game.
Okay, Defile. New card there. And yeah, the Blood Mage Thanos would have been really useful now. Which again, just cycle it.
Yep.
Okay, might as well just
draw first.
There's no more free spells, right? Because
Yeah.
he used 2 coins and 2
and then he burned 1
preparations.
backstab.
And he's down to 1 card. How many cards does Jammy have?
Jammy has 8 cards.
8 cards.
You see, actually Regesta had lethal there. Because he drew Cold Blood.
Ah, yeah. Instead of yeah, he could have.
He could have gotten.
But could he have drawn it? Because he actually killed the. Okay, he could have drawn it if he hit.
If he hit the gadget.
He hit the gadget sand instead. So, bit of a misplay there.
So we're here in the part of the game where it's a nail biter for the warlock.
Because he should have known that he has a Cold Blood, especially that, I mean, it's his deck.
Yeah. Well, we see one of the hard, why Miracle Rogue is regarded as one of the hardest decks to play in Hearthstone, because there are a lot of mechanics that are going on. First of all is you have to remember what you're drawing. And you're drawing cards at least like 6 to 10 cards every turn with gadgets, and which is very hard to keep track of.
Keeping up, yeah. So how does Jammy stay alive here? Alex Tressa, 8 and 4, 12 damage. Just needs 2 damage actually, so he's dead. With the Cold Blood or just a sap and then
a sap, Cold Blood, and
sap and then the combo. Okay, so ouch, fatigue damage there. More 3. Another one.
Another one.
Okay, so
that's game 1.
Regesta takes first blood in this matchup.
Yep.
What do we have? What decks do we have left for them?
So, so Regesta's Miracle Rogue has been eliminated, and we're actually not sure about the bannings
yet.
The bannings yet. But we'll get into that in a bit.
Okay, so take a look more into. By the way, you can actually check the deck list and the brackets if you check Pcubed's website or just a Facebook. So fb.com and /Pcubed.
Yeah.
Lots of daily updates there for Hearthstone. Actually, I frequent it a lot more right now. Because,
and actually, recently we've been getting a lot of tournaments, Hearthstone tournaments, which is very good for our community.
That's right.
As a growing community, you're looking to get into the tournaments, to more gameplay, and meeting players as well.
New players, new opportunities as well to cast.
All right, so yeah.
We have
an interesting matchup here. We have Evolved Shaman versus
the priest. What kind of priest? It's a Kazakh's priest or Highlander priest, right?
This is Jammy's Jammy's Highlander big priest, I think. Yeah.
Highlander big priest. So he has an OTK, the one with Velen.
A little bit to at the greedier side of the game, if I might say, because he's backing Elise.
Okay.
He's backing Anduin, and he's also packing a N'Zoth package.
N'Zoth as well.
N'Zoth as well, because
N'Zoth with the what's the 4/8 creature? The Obsidian Destroyer.
Obsidian Destroyer.
OD.
From Dota.
Yeah.
It's OD from Dota. Yeah, they actually look alike.
Yeah. So Regesta with a quick coin into that totem for more murlocs there, and then the usual pass.
Yeah, the usual pass from the priest.
No hero power with that. No hero power taunt. Okay, so hero power happy goal? No,
actually, this is better actually, because you have a way to contest the...
Yeah. Okay, so basically, yeah, destroying those minions would is very beneficial, because I mean, the token shaman thrives with if there's a lot of minion on board. Has a lot of ways to actually utilize these minions with the its killer, the what's this killer? Bloodlust,
yeah.
and then the flame tongue totem,
yep. And evolve, thrall,
evolve as well.
That's where Shaman thrives because it thrives with the trash creatures, if I might say. I'm not a fan of playing against Shaman because you're always on the verge of death, if I might say, because the threat of bloodlust every turn makes you want to clear a board of 0-2s, of 1-1s.
Yeah. If you're making like a control deck or anything, you have to pass the token shaman test.
The token shaman
if it can't go against the token shaman, it probably ain't that good.
Yeah. Token shaman is still good.
Yeah.
It's been good for a while now. Shaman has been in general has always been good.
Its latest Vicious Syndicate report says Pirate Warriors has a lot of win rate there.
Okay.
Top tier.
Yep. Token Shaman is one of the decks that did not see that much changes with the coming of KFT because the core of the deck is still the same. Yeah. It's just the addition of
Saronite.
Of Thrall and of course Saronite as well.
Thrall maybe iffy there. Yeah. It's a questionable slot there. Saronite Chain Gang, yeah, you can use it for it's a taunter,
yep.
And it also has the what do you call that?
It copies itself.
It copies it evolves. Yeah. It's an evolved target. Yeah.
It's a very good.
And it doesn't overload you. Basically, it's the same. The same card that Shaman already has, right?
Doppelgangster,
No, not Doppelgangster. The 2/3.
Oh,
the wolves.
The wolves.
Yeah. Okay, so what's happening right now? Tokens versus a wall.
Okay.
Yeah, that we haven't seen that card played in a while.
Yeah. But we did see a lot of it when Tunnel Trap was still in the
meta. And Thing from Below. Thing from Below survived the meta there.
Okay. What's the name of this card again?
The nerfed card.
The nerfed card. We're seeing a lot of cards that were pretty good.
Warsong Commander.
Warsong Commander.
Not it. It's best days. Oh, but wow, that interaction.
Very interesting interaction right there.
Okay, so it gave it +1 because it has
which
charge.
Which is pretty weird actually because Warsong Commander reads your charge minions have +1 attack and it got charge
because of Potion of Madness. It doesn't actually say that it has charge, but I mean technically it does have charge when you use Potion of Madness.
Interesting interactions in the game.
Okay.
Regesta
just filling up his board again. Not using the evolve yet. Maybe for next turn. Maybe waiting for exactly that card.
Exactly that
Doppelgangster.
But Regesta should also be aware of Dragonfire Potion.
Oh yeah.
But not too aware. Again, this is a Kazakus list.
So there's it's a one-off.
Yeah, it's a one-off.
So probably Doppelgangster will see play. Devolve is also actually okay. You don't want to give the 4/5. Oh, but Regesta doesn't really know that it has the N'Zoth in there.
That's true. That's true. Because again, deck lists are not available for our players. Okay, Regesta opting to go for the Doppelgangster Evolve play.
Might see the Bloodsucker there. That's probably his what he's thinking about right now.
I'm actually a fan of just going Evolve here.
Yeah, just go Evolve.
It's just fine because you're getting 2 5-drops and 2 2-drops.
And it's already turn 7.
Yep.
If you stall for longer, the priest will basically find a way to stabilize.
Just no Doomsayer.
Okay. No Doomsayer.
Okay, no Doomsayer.
There's a lot of 2-drops right now, so more. I mean, less chance of getting Doomsayer.
Oh, we actually see Shadow Reaper Anduin.
That
some value actually taking out 3 5/5s there. Oh, well, 5 attack
creatures.
Yep.
3? Is that 3?
That was 3. That was 3.
Three creatures. Still no Kazakas, so his hero power is not yet free. No, not Kazakus, Raza.
Raza, yeah.
The combination of Raza and Anduin's DK form, Death Knight form, is one of the interactions that actually made this class really good. They call it the Machine Gun Anduin. Machine Gun Priest.
Yeah. Which is interesting because Priest in general, you think of Priest as a control deck, you know, not really worrying about burst finishes, but now you're never safe when Anduin's around.
Okay, so this time we see the Devolve.
Yep.
Although that's just a 4/6.
Regesta can actually commit the Maelstrom Portal here because it's a very low value spell in this matchup, in that it doesn't really have good targets.
Yeah. And do you want to trade here?
No, he has to. He can portal because he has.
Okay, because he can portal. Okay. That's why he wanted to trade. So that's actually a good trade.
And actually, we see one of the new 1-drops for from
the
KFT. Yeah, which is interesting because you can actually get lifesteal from portal now. You actually did not have that option before.
Okay. So 2 damage there. So you can gain life.
Yep.
Go up to 20. Go down 27 and go back up to 28. Okay, but his time is ticking. It's already turned 10.
This is when Priest takes control of the game.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why there was actually merit in just going face there. So we see N'Zoth there. Won't be reviving anything. Hoping to revive this Obsidian statue once it dies. Now he has to go through it. Manatine totem. Not really.
Okay, now Regesta is incentivized to do that because he got the high roll on the taunt from the hero power.
So just pass here.
Yeah, just pass here.
Or just gain a life, and then
Can he can actually kill it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
How can he kill it? With the patches? Does he carry patches? I think we haven't seen a pirate
weren't
yet.
able to.
Okay, so machine gun time is here. You can opt to use 2 mana for 2 damage here, and then use Raza. But I think he wants to use the 2 mana for something else?
Yep, for the Dread Corsair. Just for the extra taunt. And you see Anduin machine gunning Regesta's side of the board here.
Yeah, exactly. If he used that 2 mana, he would have been able to cast the Dread Corsair. And actually casting Dread Corsair nets him another free hero power as well. Okay, so what you gonna do? Just
Regesta in a very bad spot because usually Bloodlust is a very good top deck, but in this case Bloodlust isn't even that good.
You can see the Obsidian Destroyer doing a lot of work, not only preventing damage but healing.
Regesta actually had the patches there, and he could have cleared it off
earlier.
Yeah,
exactly, right?
This is terrible if this Obsidian Destroyer kills off the 0-3. The mana type. And it actually does. I'm sorry I called it. I called it and it happened.
Blood Mage Down is not gonna do Embrace of Darkness also, so just
Regesta
machine gun time. And
destroy
then
this board.
Probably just use Blood Mage to machine gun more.
It's going to be a full board clear actually.
It can be.
See,
yeah,
and
might as well, right?
Might as well.
Just better be safe for sorry. That's your main goal here. If you control the board, I mean, if you control the match, you just basically win.
Yep.
There's no need to rush anything.
Thrall? Okay, it's not.
Flame Tongue might as well concede this this turn. I don't see anything.
And this is the reason why I'm not a fan of DK Thrall in this list. Imagine if you top deck the DK Thrall there, what are you gonna do?
Get 3 to cast.
Yeah, get a 3 to cast minion
with your totem. Even the best 3 to cast won't help you with that situation.
So pretty much the writing is in the books here. It's just a matter of
so maybe
finishing the game.
Jade Lightning. That would be a 4/4 golem, right?
Yes, it would be a 4/4 golem.
And then he can just
kill off the Raza.
Kill off the Raza. With his face!
With his face, which is pretty painful.
It's down to 9 right now, and a Machine Gun Anduin has something to say about that.
Okay, Kazakus can actually give him lethal here. If,
yeah, just with a 1 to cast?
Yeah, with a 1 to cast. Jammy should ping the face, go Kazakus,
and
get
then
a
just
1-drop.
1-drop.
Yep.
Just use
and
it,
that's
and that's all she wrote. 1 to cast. 1 to cast. Okay.
Okay, that's lethal.
3 damage to all minions.
Oh, sorry, that's the
gain 4 armor, and then summon a 2/2 minion or add a random demon, whatever.
Yeah. Whatever, it does not matter. It's still lethal.
Okay, he has to use the hero power first.
No, it's lethal. It's lethal because he can still cast
greater healing potion.
Refresh the hero power.
Yeah.
Hit the face again, and then greater healing potion.
Okay, so Jammy.
Evening things up to 1.
Yes. Yep. Okay, the tables have been set.
Yep.
Not turned. Okay. So 1-1. 1-1's the score for Jammy and Regesta. Jammy doing well usually in Fireside.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about the matchup. Okay, Jammy does well all the time.
Usually. He's one of these guys that actually also goes up at the top.
Yeah. And something we have in common actually is that before Hearthstone, we had our backgrounds in Magic the Gathering.
Who played Magic the Gathering?
Jammy played.
Jammy did. Okay.
Magic, and I was actually friends with his younger brother, and that's why I figured out that he was somewhat related to him.
Okay. So yeah, I also played Magic in a long time. Quite the game. Basically, the roots of Hearthstone here. Of course, Hearthstone doing a better job porting it into mobile and the PC.
Okay, actually, with how the matchups have gone, we actually can pinpoint that Regesta's Druid is the one that was banned by Jammy. And then for Jammy, on the other hand, it's either going to be it's probably the Jade also.
Jade as well. So no Druids. So I think that would be a common common occurrence this tournament. Just ban Druid. Just ban a Druid. Whatever it is.
It's actually pretty much a sentiment that I think most players can share with me is that Druid is just too good right now. In my opinion, Druid is too good.
They're looking quite closely at that. Look at the matchup right now. Regesta using a Taunt Warrior and Jammy using his Control Demon.
Entering round 1?
Yeah, that's right. Control Demon Handlock. Okay, so the winner of a Mesa last week table did use what do you call this? Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, it was the last match.
This is very memorable to us.
Memorable. That was
it's the match that ended all matches.
That Taunt Warrior. Okay, so we're gonna see another Taunt Warrior. Hopefully not. Well, Regesta should still be fresh right now with at Mineski Infinity. There should be. I think it's also where they usually play when they play at Mesa or an online tournament, because going to these places, I mean, the secure internet. That's what you're after, really.
We're in the Philippines. That's what we have.
Yeah, it's safety first.
Okay, so Taunt Warrior, another one of the decks that did not see much changes with the new expansion. Probably the biggest change would be Lich King, and
Blood Razor.
Regesta actually does not have Lich King in his Taunt Warrior list.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, because most of the time, a lot of players actually sideboard just for the Lich King, because there's a lot of targets for it. I mean, with BGH, Black Knight, so.
And I guess Taunt Warrior doesn't really need the Lich King.
That's right.
In that the end is inevitable if you have the hero power and the quest going on.
Blood Razor also another tool that actually it's comparable to that Forticast weapon as well. Although Although this time it has 2 procs of the whirlwind, which is...
And 2 attack.
2 attacks as well.
Was that frostbite?
No. Okay. I need to review.
I
need to review my Hearthstone.
But in this case, actually, Bloodrazor is going to be really good because he can clear the board with it. So it's just a matter of choosing which line to go. I guess Regesta is opting to go for another taunt because he wants to complete his quest even faster.
He can just use his minions are there to block everything, and then Bloodrazor and the Bloodrazor can be used to proc things like Armor Smith and then Acolyte of Pain, a lot of things, and it'll see use. So okay, for Jammy here, a lot of options here, a lot of hand.
Not much that can.
But yeah. So is there? Okay, looking for Shadow Bolt. A lot of math here.
There's a lot of math involved here because of Defile, actually.
Shadow Bolt dealing 4 damage. That's a clear 7 with Shadow Bolt. Okay, 3 damage. Then what you gonna do afterwards?
He went for the Hellfire to clear off the alley armor smith.
Yeah,
there.
he could have used the Shadow Bolt.
Yeah, he could have used a Shadow Bolt also. But I guess Jammy
like
keeping the Frostbolt because of other minions.
The Shadow Bolt.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, so back in Jammy's turn again. You can't really tap 1, 2.
Okay,
3,
that was
4,
a misplay.
I just said you couldn't
I was just
tap.
actually just counting his hand size. And that's one of the things that you miss out when you're playing
Exactly. Usually you have a counter there if you have a giant on board. Okay, you can see how many your hand size is if you look at the mana cost, that giant.
Although Jammy wasn't punished that much because he.
What did he lose?
He lost a Drain Soul.
Drain Soul.
Drain Soul isn't really important. Taunt Warrior going seeming like an aggro warrior here because Jammy's at 15. Jammy's at 15 on turn 7, which is pretty important.
He has a lot of, a lot of spell, but not really the right answers for the. It's very awkward turn for Jammy. Okay, so battle. You see, one of the better uses of cards where you have a lot of whirlwind.
Yep.
You see a lot of use of Battle Rage more. Okay, that's one of the cards that actually fueled the old Patron Warrior or the.
And it's fueling a new type of warrior now because actually this is one of the problems with Taunt Warrior. They did not have very good card draw. They had to go for Acolyte of Pain and Shield Block for the card draw. But now with the introduction of Bloodrazor, you actually have Battle Rage.
That's right.
Option.
Jammy actually defeated Chalk's warrior, unless he banned it. Chalk running his own list again of his own brew of warrior, also making use of Bloodrazor and what do you call that draw card? The
Acolyte of Pain?
No, this one.
Battle Rage?
Yeah, Battle Rage. I just mentioned it earlier.
Sorry,
Okay, so making use of it, although not in a control deck, in a tempo, more tempo style. So we see the Lich King with another weapon there, Frostmourne, looking
and
like something.
Just perfectly top decking the execute there.
But Frostmourne should be able to do some work later there. Okay. Will he be able to?
One of the good things he can pick up in this matchup. But
it's actually they say it's harder. To actually get it.
Okay, that's another mill for Jammy over there.
Twisting Nether just to strike everything, and then
we actually have Regesta on 5.
Okay.
5 for the quest. That's 6.
That's 6, and then 7 would be Primordial Drake or another one. So it can't. How will you deal with a 4/8 right now?
So Gul'dan having the problems of Anduin over here actually.
Did he play any demons? I don't think so, right? That's why he
has the taunt.
Yeah,
The
that's why.
taunt,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's why he's always passing because he wasn't able to find the demons.
Yeah.
Usually, these are the ones you want to play in a matchup like this,
Okay,
where you don't really need the answers.
So that's the second twisting nether for Jammy.
Okay, that's the last one. Tainted Zealot coming down.
A cheap taunt here would be perfect for Regesta. Unfortunately, he doesn't get it.
But he can still armor up.
Armor up. Actually, I forgot to point out a while ago that because Battle Rage hasn't been seeing much use recently, people have forgotten the play of not armoring up first when you're in Warrior.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Because the one draw from damage to yourself is pretty important.
Like Regesta now did not draw an extra card because he's all armored up up to 30 life. Okay, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so Jammy's in an awkward position here because he has to use the Mortal Coil
or Frostmourne
to kill off the 4/3, but then he has to he can't draw a card with it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't kill it with the Mortal Coil.
Do you want to use Frostmourne here?
You don't want to use Frostmourne here because you might die.
Yeah, you basically you want to drop your minion as well, so for more things for Gul'dan later on. And Frostmourne. Are we gonna see
Regesta can drop
afterwards, right? After Blood.
But Regesta can drop Jammy here to 1 actually with Blood Razor, and then Blood Razor into
Hero Power,
into Sulfurous. I'm taking out the 4/5 and then Hero Powering afterwards.
Okay, see the choices there. Tarlord, the biggest one, although he has the option of taking the lesser minions, just the 3 to cast for tempo.
Yep.
And he goes for value.
I mean, you have to go for Sulfurous over here actually.
Yeah, because values in the game right now, you don't really get much with a 3/3. Especially
I thought he was going to hit face with that actually, with the Hero Power over there.
Down to 5. What's your move? You can heal up with Mistress, but that's just that.
So
heal up with Alex Straza.
And a Mistress, I guess.
Okay, so it should, in theory, be safe here. Okay, on the other side, we do see that he is safe.
Yeah, so I guess his play here is kill that with the Stonehill, weapon the 2/2, and then Hero Power afterwards. Yep.
Okay, then Hero Power, you either hit face or you hit the 8/8 dragon.
Exactly.
Both would be fine. Okay, we see our sponsor, Mr. Pcubed himself, entering the studio. Thank you very much for sponsoring this Knights of the Frozen Throne release party.
Release party. We're gonna have a party on the phase that we're gonna see today.
Yeah. Okay, so Jammy on the back foot here, still on the back foot, but he's slowly stabilizing.
Yep.
Slowly.
He's actually accumulated some demons that he can resurrect with Gul'dan again.
Okay, he even was able to draw another Void Walker.
Exactly.
And he can actually.
This is a guaranteed phase for the Hero Power, which is very important.
Okay, so did Frostmourne kill a minion earlier?
Just one. It actually killed the Stonehill.
Okay, that actually is quite significant because he's killing taunt minions.
Yeah. Oh no! If Jammy goes for the Abyssal Enforcer, he's just dead next turn.
Okay, he could just he'll the minion that will survive will be executed, or unless he can taunt up.
Yep.
He will be able to taunt up now with the.
Jammy has to be careful here because if he goes for the Abyssal Voidwalker play, he's just dead. I think the only play that he can do here is
Blood Reaver Voidwalker.
Yeah.
Blood Reaver Coin Voidwalker.
Yeah.
So you have 2 Voidwalkers that'll resurrect.
And the 4/5, the dread.
The 4/5, which will give you Defile twice. That's giving two cards.
You want to give the Taunt Warrior 2 more cards?
Okay, so you want to kill
and
that.
taking 5 damage to the face.
Ouch.
That is just too greedy there.
So is he just dead here? He's dead. He's just dead. I mean,
Jammy's just dead on the board.
Yeah,
actually.
I mean, yeah, without even any cards, he's dead.
Yep. He probably forgot that the Blood Reaver
has
again.
procs.
Yep. So a bit of a misstep there for Jammy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we see a lot of good plays from Jammy, but sometimes sometimes he has this plays. Okay, so crucial moments. With this. I mean, the game of Hearthstone. There's a lot of what do you call this? A lot of options for you.
Yep.
Okay.
It's very player based, but also at the same time it's very RNG based or random number generator based. Yeah.
Many compare it to chess because it's like mind games, right?
Yep.
And chess is usually a game where you play. I mean, the first one who makes a mistake loses.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a lethal mistake for Jammy.
So I guess Regesta which is a very costly mistake for him. Regesta on the verge of winning here. 2-1.
If with Blood Reaver Gul'dan. He can actually stabilize more because Blood Reaver Gul'dan's hero power is a lot of value as well. It's comparable to what his opponent's hero power with the quest.
Yep. So for Regesta's for the 4th game, is it the 4th or the 3rd? It's a 4th game. Sorry.
Yeah.
For the 4th game, we have Token Shaman from Regesta versus Gul'dan. Gul'dan again.
Okay, drawing patches. A wonderful life for Regesta.
Okay, so Jammy in the immediate what do you call this? Advantage because you're just drawing patches.
Okay, so
but Jammy does not know that yet.
Okay, yeah, no pirate anyways, not drawing patches is not that bad for Regesta anyway. It's basically a Stone to Spore, which the what do you call this? The Token Shaman actually can use.
Yep. With Bloodlust.
With Bloodlust, with the
Jammy with
his
very
totems
good draw here
as well.
Drawing all of his 1-drops except for Mortal Coil, of course.
Okay, so Mistress of Mixtures as well. I mean, he can tap right now for basically for free because he'll gain 4 life with old Mistress there. Despicable Dreadlord, also a good card in this matchup.
Token Shaman, yep. Because it's important to note that Despicable Dreadlord only damages the second.
The twins! Jaina! Okay, so we can also...
Jammy, very good at drawing pairs.
Blizzard looks like it fully embraced the Janie is a Dreadlord meme this time. Yeah. So... 4th turn, more hero power. Yeah, I think more hero power is.
It's exactly what Jammy needs here.
Okay, no, can't.
No interesting.
No way to heal himself this turn.
So Jammy looking good in this matchup.
Okay.
Regesta with no board.
Yeah. Also, Jammy holding off the playing the Mistress of Mixtures because you actually want to use that life gain.
Yeah.
That's right.
And he doesn't really need it. There's no need for the Mistress of Mixtures here. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No need for it because it also heals your opponent, so you can't go aggro with Mistress of Mixtures.
How are you gonna win? You're Gul'dan, you're warlock. Yeah.
Okay, there's a way to use the Happy Ghoul now.
The Happy Ghoul.
Somebody's happy.
So we have Red Scale into Happy
Wow,
Ghoul.
Okay, so that tempo plays here.
Turn for Jammy going on the aggressive.
You can see the Warlock using cheat spells. Oh, actually, Warlock uses cheat spells with handlock with the Giants. So that's another way for the Warlock or Gul'dan to cheat his spells.
What can he do here?
Regesta has the combo in hand, the evolve combo, but
which he'll be doing the next turn. But the problem is he's been doing basically nothing for the past six turns. It's not impacting the board at all. Gul'dan is at 30.
And Gul'dan or the warlock is, especially this build, has a lot of ways to clear the board.
Nightmare for token shaman.
Actually, a very bad matchup for Regesta. What deck does Jammy have left after the warlock? Did he win with his rogue already?
Jammy has no rogue actually.
Just Regesta with a rogue.
Jammy probably an unknown deck, which is probably going to be paladin for the next game.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
Okay, so Regesta making use of the devolve there. An interesting interaction there is that it denies value from Death Knight Gul'dan because he no longer has a demon to resurrect there. Yep.
Okay.
And pick up of another devolve, but I think Regesta is just going to go doppelgangster into evolve here.
That should just
might be wrong.
I mean, you have this play. Any play is a gamble right now.
Exactly.
Because and you have to. You're a token shaman facing off a warlock.
Rather
not
okay.
That bad. Not that bad. Could be worse.
Okay, so Regesta denying the demon interaction again, but having two of the 1-3 taunts die already is a very big deal.
And
board here for Jammy.
Yeah, the demons have. I mean, he's denying something, but in the long run, that shouldn't really be make a big deal because basically. Jammy's warlock has a lot of answers already.
And Regesta has to take note of what he is in this matchup. He is not the control deck in this matchup. He's looking to kill Jammy as fast as possible before he stabilizes. And clearing off the board does not really do anything.
The longer Regesta plays this match, the slower the worse it'll be for him.
But I guess Warlock doing what its name is saying, handlock. It's locking Regesta out of the game because Regesta is afraid of going doppelgangster evolve because of the threat of twisting nether. But holding off on that doesn't really accomplish anything.
Here's a tip usually for especially for when gaming, especially in a matchup that's not against you. You have to take the risk. That's the only way. I mean, you have to take a lot of risk. That's the only way to win unfavorable matchups. And also when you're already in the losing side, because I mean,
you have to wish for a Leroy to kill off the Lich King.
So.
But this is pretty good evolve for
So
Regesta.
just 8 to the face there. Making sure that he can't kill the 4/5. Not really.
Oh, Jammy actually got one of the better spells from Lich King, which is the
anti-magic spell. So +2/+2 and gives all your minions immunity. Anti-magic shell, not spell. It's a spell, but the name is anti-magic shell. Lots of Dota reference there. So anti-magic shell. The Lich King would be. Do you still gain 3 life here? Because you're not dealing 3 damage. No life. No life steal.
There.
No life steal. You didn't steal any. You didn't take any. So. The Lich King going down to 1. Still, he lives, and he'll be able to give Jammy another spell. So it looks like it's gonna be
Jammy looking like the token shaman here, with the wide board and buffed up creatures. Well, so here I guess the writing is on the wall, but Regesta can still go for the Serenite evolve here.
Serenite evolved to 2 5/5 creatures, right? One thing I'm not seeing in this list, does he carry the new skeleton, the one that gives you 5/5? It's actually an epic. So I actually don't have that. So
he does not.
That's
is this Corpse Walker?
Yeah, Corpse Walker. It's another good target for the evolve. Although it's on the higher end of the spectrum,
yeah,
though.
The spectrum.
So if you are actually playing that, it's you're not your aggro Leroy making
go.
his appearance, but maybe a bit too late.
Yeah. It's a bit too
Oh,
late.
the Raptor from from the 2-1 earlier.
It's very interesting. Jammy is one card away. Oh, well, actually, that's insurance for fatigue. Yeah.
Insurance for fatigue.
Yeah.
So a little energy boost. Putting in the carbs. So.
Oh,
how are you gonna kill him?
Gul'dan is going. I mean, Jammy. I keep calling him Gul'dan for some reason, and maybe it's because he's been using warlock for the past 3 games or something.
Okay, anti-magic. Oh, death and decay just deals 4 damage.
Death and decay? Oh, he got death and decay. Okay,
I thought it was another anti-magic because it looked like it. Okay, just another lifetime.
More insurance for Jammy.
Bloodlust, looking lonely.
Looking lonely in the hand of Regesta.
And the zero to cast thing from below when you're when you have
it's lethal.
Excess 8 excess mana left.
Yep.
So
we're gonna see Jammy, taking game 4 here, and we're going the distance. We're going to game 5 here, so it's going to be Regesta's token Shaman versus probably Paladin. Yeah, probably Paladin for
Paladin for based on his lineup, this would be a more controlling Paladin because I think he's what was his lineup? Anti-control, right?
Yeah.
So I mean anti-aggro lineup.
And he just did. He showed us what warlock is capable of doing against those aggressive decks. Jammy dismantling Regesta there by clearing his board turn after turn. If you're Regesta, you just have to concede to that.
Okay, so the fight going the distance. Game 5 should be up next.
Yep.
Players have queued in, and they should be up in the match. We do see the Paladin, as you mentioned earlier. So, Leandrin showing his face. It's Murloc.
It's a Murloc Paladin.
Murloc, not heavy under control, but this is one of the cards that usually has a high win rate against Jade Druid, but they did ban it, and it's still pretty good with the against the.
I beg to differ. Actually, I've been laddering so much, and spreading. They always have spreading plague.
Spreading plague's always
have that
there.
Card. Yep.
Okay. And then you don't have. Okay, we actually see the Grimscale Chum here, so more on the aggressive side here. So not the controlling side for. This Paladin has because usually you don't see Grimscale Chum as another 1-drop. So he either has a Grimscale Chum and or remove the 1/1, the rallying.
Rallying Blade?
No, not the combo for the rallying blade.
Oh, I mean Righteous Protector.
Righteous Protector. That's right.
One of the additions for Paladin, in a very powerful addition, in that it's opening up so many good options for Paladin.
Yeah, the opener for that. I mean, also as I mentioned, the combo for the weapon, basically having a mini bot.
Regesta not having a very good hand here. Double Jade Lightning on turn 2 is not what he's looking to get.
So Jammy having a good curve here. Usually this this should always have a good curve because you have you're running 8 1-drops.
Yeah.
You have Valfin Inquisitor. You have Grimscale Chum,
Murloc Tidecaller, and Righteous Protector.
Yeah, exactly.
That's 8 1-drops.
You
have to be really unlucky to not have their duplicates.
Yeah. And the Rockpool Hunter, or just the hero power for next turn.
Which is not good for Regesta if he's playing around Rockpool Hunter, because it's just dead.
Okay,
he was much better off killing off the Grimscale Chum there. Bit of a misplay on my opinion.
Yeah, because
Okay, suicide that into portal. It's fine. It's fine. It's not good. Patches number
Patches,
2.
just one more damage.
Yeah, it did just one more damage.
Okay, he has lightning, Jade Lightning for his turn 4. Oh, okay. If that drops, that'll be a awfully good target for Jade Lightning. And evolve.
We're gonna see one of the interesting interactions here. If the minion is damaged before you go, what do you call this?
You buff it.
Yeah.
Before with
it's gonna have the same health basically.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It basically healed it.
Yeah.
So Flaming Call, Stealth, and Hell. Okay, just for basically evolve for 1. Going aggro.
Is going 3 attack there the better choice?
3.
Probably
3
not.
attack. Yeah, I mean, do you want to go aggro on this matchup? Considering your hand,
yeah,
you have the Curator and Bone Mare, both on the high end spectrum, yes. And then you don't have a turn 5. Yeah. Your turn 5 would be Righteous Protector hero power. You
and
want
considering you have Bone Mare, you actually have you're looking to have board.
Yeah, yeah. You want more on the backside.
Yeah, on the backside.
More meat on the on the backside. Okay.
Hydrologist into probably Redemption.
Getaway Kodo?
Yeah.
For
I was
actually
looking for Redemption because that's one of the new interactions that Paladin got with Righteous Protector.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same as Wicker Flame.
Okay.
He went face.
Cheaper side.
Yeah.
This
it's Getaway Kodo. He got Kodo there.
He got Kodo. Turn 6, still nothing. Just hero power
just
for
hero power.
Jammy.
But hey, let's not count Regesta out of this. He has Bloodlust in hand with a devolve to clear off the taunt.
And the 6-3 actually doing work.
Yep.
And actually already dealt 6 damage with that with that choice of evolve.
The +3. Oh yeah. Okay. Do you use it here? I'm not a fan of devolving here because you're not clearing off the board, I think. You're not sure about clearing off the board.
Yeah.
Turn
You're not
6
sure.
Is when they Spike Ridge Steed, and losing the devolve there is gonna be costly for them.
Yeah. You're losing a lot of potential for that. Although I think
he's gonna be able to clear the board, but it was not sure. That's what I'm trying to point out.
The thing also, I think also with Regesta's line of thinking, I mean, you want to go aggro also in this matchup.
That's a point. That's a point.
So that choice actually might
play.
Played out better. Especially because he has Bloodlust in hand.
And I was just going to point out that Righteous Protector actually saved Jammy's life there. He was actually going to be dead from Bloodlust on the counter swing.
Okay, yeah. So
this is one of the boards that is that you actually evolve, in my opinion.
Awkward. You Bloodlust and then evolve afterwards. 5, 6. You can still cast Firefly as well.
Would be dead. From the Righteous Protector, because the Righteous Protector probably going to eat up 2 creatures if he does that.
If he Bloodlust, he's going to eat up just 1 creature.
Probably.
Though.
Oh yeah, good point.
Just 1 creature, and then everything goes face. Then evolve it. And then
evolve,
it comes down.
Not necessarily having to go with Doppelgangster or Saturn Knight. That's something that players should take note of.
Exactly. I mean, you have to use what you have in hand.
Just going for the Bloodlust is very interesting to me because I would have much rather evolved there.
And instead of the second Firefly, actually. I mean, the second file does nothing for the Bloodlust. So
I see Bone Mare probably gonna do some work, but Jammy.
Bone Mare's the way to go. Especially with that creature.
Target,
with that target. So
This is why I wasn't a fan of the devolve earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have bone marrow, you have a lot of things.
Yeah, because paladin has so many ways to buff creatures up, and devolve is one of the counters to
Some of them even use that, what do you call that? The 5 to cast 2/2.
Oh.
The one that summons the 8/8.
Oh yeah, Skelemancer.
Skelemancer, and you put Spike Ridge Steed and Bone Merit, right?
Unfortunately, we're not seeing that interaction with Jammy's build.
That's something you want to devolve. Okay, so
Regesta has to evolve here. His board is not looking
Hero
good.
Power unfortunately didn't get the spell powered totem. So might as well use it.
Yeah, I guess Regesta is debating whether to go portal into evolve or just evolve.
Because it's another potential doomsayer.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, another potential doomsayer. Will we see that?
Can't really attack though. So there's also, I mean, if looking at Regesta, earlier he was aggressive. Now he's thinking of being conservative with this.
And we can actually see that from the past game as well. Regesta
flip-flopping,
trying to play the aggressive, I mean the control matchup.
I'd like to see either Stonehill or the Curator here. You just want to put more creatures to block.
I think Jammy, what Jammy's gonna do here is Blessing of Kings to 5/5, or probably the taunt.
I mean, that's.
I would have gone face there. I mean, he's been going face so many times. I would have gone. I would have done the same thing there.
Okay. I think that's just the safer player because I mean.
Thrall. Okay.
Thrall making an appearance here. Thrall come in combination with evolve.
Yeah.
So how much can you evolve here?
What is he doing? Okay, he's playing the. Don't you hero power first? Yep. You do hero
because
power
if you
first.
hero power, you can't play Maelstrom Portal anymore. If you want to use evolve.
He's not going to go evolve Thrall.
Yeah, so he's not going to use evolve.
Which is much better because in case that your board does get cleared, you want the evolve to go with the top deck Doppelgangster and the top deck Saronite chain.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, that's a good point. So
okay, so Thrall showing his power. Let's see if he does show his power. What is he gonna get?
3 to cast minions. Okay, 3/5. That's good.
Oh, that's interesting. He got the Imp Master.
Something in another combo with the evolve, right?
Yep.
More things that can turn into Doomsayer.
Yeah.
He also has Lifesteal.
He has Lifesteal and he has Felguard. Felguard is a demon that when he dies, you lose a mana crystal.
No. When you play it.
When you play it?
When you play it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When you play it.
Alright, it is a when you play it.
It's okay. He also gets a weapon, a 3/2 weapon with the fork there.
They should change this card. You should get a spoon. You should get a spoon when it dies because how are you gonna eat with 2 forks, right?
Okay, yeah. But it dies and it's inanimate. That's why you're using it for a weapon,
okay,
right?
I see.
You're using the dead thing as a weapon.
Yeah. Oh, Taran is good here, but he might get the Rathian for the card draw. He doesn't really need their Taran, but okay, fine.
Okay, maybe just for an evolved turn.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Just
because Shaman does not have a good way to clear boards.
Okay, it looks like Jammy's moving on forward here. So
and he's just going. Is he going for lethal next turn?
Could just go for more control, anyways. I mean, prolong. Okay, you see the sharp fork and rallying blade on the other side. Bit of sword play going on. Transmute into.
Oh, he
2/3. The other half.
Okay.
The other half.
Sorry, I was just calculating because Jammy could have gotten lethal. It was actually lethal if he did not get a taunt. Because he gets 2 buffs on the murlocs here, and if he gets Megasaur, probably like a Wind Fury is more than lethal.
Yeah.
Is that one? Okay, it's not.
+1/+1. Yeah, you can use Rallying Blade.
Yeah.
so 10 for...
Anyways,
like,
he's one damage short.
Jammy is way ahead in this match already, so a bit of okay, just down to one.
This is what I was saying. He could have gotten lethal. We were laughing at the Saren Knight chain gang, but it actually saved him one turn. You know,
one turn.
Yeah. What did he
One
get?
more chance for Regesta. How will what actually what can save him?
Doom save. Can he? Yeah, he can get penguins. Okay, he's dead.
Okay. GG for Regesta.
Good game, well played for Regesta. Yeah.
Okay, so Jammy.
Regesta refusing to go down without a fight.
Okay, so he can
kill him with a penguin. Kill him! Oh my god.
Okay.
You killed with a penguin.
Just the well played. The players are actually in there at the same location, back to back at the same place.
And then it's very interesting because you can, while you're BMing or while you're emoting, you can actually just see them right in front of you.
Okay. They're actually back to back. I think that's the setup there.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, I was waving bye to our sponsor there.
Which we would like to thank once again.
Yes, thank you very much, Perty, for from Pcubed for sponsoring this event.
And as we said, it's the first one, but we're trying to make
hopefully
it a definite,
not the last.
We're trying to make it a definitely not the last one.
Okay. So
right. So we had a very good matchup there. Mm-hmm. 5 games.
Okay, so we're going for a break.
Short break? Okay.
Yeah, short. Hopefully a short break. Hopefully the next next match is it. Is the next match? Okay, so Jammy should be already also for our...
Tune in for more Jammy action.
More Jammy action.
Yep.
Right up next. Okay, so
stay tuned.
5-minute break. Yep. Okay. Oh, he's going up against Mia. Ooh, defeated Pompey.